Shuntha, good evening. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners and custodians of this land on which we meet today, and I pay my respects to their elders both past and present. My name is Mahin, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, His Excellency High Commissioner of Bangladesh, Ghazi Imtiaz Hossain, Honourable MLA Julia Jones, I would like to begin this event with a short brief about Bangladesh and her struggle for independence. Civilization of Bengali nation started in more than 4,000 years ago, but the nation has struggled for hundreds of years, since more than 1,000 years. The borders of present-day Bangladesh were established with the partition of Bengal and India in 1947, when it became the eastern wing of the newly formed state of Pakistan. Interestingly, the newly formed eastern wing was physically separated from the western wing by 1,600 kilometers. Political and linguistic discrimination, as well as economic neglect, led to popular agitations against the power base in the then West Pakistan. First for recognition of linguistic and cultural identity, then for autonomy, and ultimately for statehood. Bangladesh attained independence on 26 March 1971 as the culmination of decades of struggles for freedom and statehood under the inspiring and resolute leadership of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. At his call, the Bengali people rose in resistance against the occupation army of Pakistan and waged an epic war for the liberation of this land. The 9-month-long war ended in victory for Bengalis over the Pakistani army on 16 December 1971 in lieu of supreme sacrifices. The genocide in Bangladesh began on the night 25th March 1971 with the launch of Operation Searchlight to suppress Bengali calls for self-determination. During the 9-month-long Bangladesh War for Independence, members of the Pakistani military and supporting militias killed 3 million people and raped about 400,000 Bangladeshi women in a systematic campaign of genocidal rape. No doubt the genocide in Bangladesh is the worst part of human history. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and join in a 1-minute silence to pay tribute to the 3 million martyrs who made supreme sacrifice for the nation. Politician is a member of the ACT Legislative Assembly representing the electorate of Molonglo for the Liberal Party since 2012. She is a great fan of Bengali culture and heritage. I am sure Honourable Julia Jones will outline the mutual relation of Bangladesh and Australia and acknowledge the sacrifice of martyrs of the Liberation War of Bangladesh.
Thank you all. It's wonderful to be here, and I'll say a few things about independence and the nation, and I'll reflect a little bit on my what I bring to the community as one of the local representatives and the Shadow Minister for Multicultural Affairs. So I respectfully acknowledge Mr. Qazi Hossain, who is our Commissioner here today, the High Commissioner. Thank you, Your Excellency, it's so great to be here. And to all the important members of the community who are represented here today, each and every one of you, and all those who are not able to be here today, represent a very important part of Australian society and a very important part of our city of Canberra. So, as I'm sure you all know, Bangladesh was declared independent on the 26th of March 1971. And was recognised as an independent state on the 16th of December 1971. There were up to 3 million people killed in this war to become liberated. And such a war is never an easy undertaking, but can be the forming of strength in a community. Undoubtedly, there was a great deal of cruelty and genocide during this war period. So I pay tribute to those who sacrificed their lives during the 1971 war, as we have today, and in particular, as is often mentioned, to the women who suffered. I pay particular tribute to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation of Bangladesh, who led the nation to become independent and achieving this in their own right. I feel very proud that Australia was the fourth country and the first developed country to recognise Bangladesh's independence in 1971. And as I've just been discussing with the High Commissioner, we have such close relations that the embassy here has been open since the early 70s as well. So that's something to be greatly proud of, that we've had a close friendship over all these years. On an Australian note, William Uderland was an Australian commando officer who was actively involved, taking part in the Liberation War in '71, and was awarded the fourth highest gallantry award, the Bir Protik, by the government of Bangladesh for his efforts in that struggle. He is the only foreigner to receive this honorary award, so that's something that I'm very proud of, an Australian. Thank you. My husband serves in the Australian military, and so I do understand intimately what is involved in service in such conflicts. And he has served overseas for Australia as well. So after independence, we saw an increase in immigration from Bangladesh to Australia, and many important people in the daily life of this country, and also many very distinguished people, have chosen to call Australia home, including scientists, physicians, academics, and many other professionals. They are contributing to build Australia as a prosperous country. And Australian citizens from Bangladeshi origin are also contributing to Australian politics. Today here we have Ignatius Rosario, who is a member of your community. And Ignatius is going to put his hand up to stand in the ACT election in October. So anything you are able to do to support him would be very welcome. Please put your hand up, Ignatius, so that people can see who you are. I would love this election to be the first election to see a Bangladeshi origin Australian elected to the ACT Legislative Assembly, and for you to have a stronger voice in local politics and in Australian politics. Thank you. So the Bangladesh economy has achieved strong economic growth, growing by 6.5% in recent years. As the High Commissioner mentioned, things are on the improve. Bangladesh aspires to become a middle-income country by 2021, as we mentioned. Australia is also strong in its work with Bangladesh as a partner in development, and we're always happy to see other nations doing better and better. Bangladesh has a rich cultural heritage with literature, poetry and music, all playing very important parts in your society. Folk arts are very common, as are the roots in traditional Bengali culture. And the music of the sitar and other instruments are very impressive, something different for the Australian ear, you know. So thank you for the way that you bring your culture to us and profoundly affect us and profoundly improve our society with your own experiences. And I will just finish on an important note for me about who I am. When I speak to communities like yours, the thing that we have in common is family. And for the Bangladeshi community, I know family is very important to you. My mother was born in Italy, and she came to Australia when she was 5. So she came out on a boat. They went down the Suez Canal, and she turned 5 on the boat. There's a little story that the captain of the boat said he would give her a balloon. And this is how you see that the daughter of the immigrant becomes a politician, because she didn't get a balloon on her birthday. And she went up to the captain and she said, my grandmother said it was very embarrassing. She poked him in the stomach. She said, "Where's my balloon?" So she came to Australia full of energy, and my mother attended university and became a teacher, and now her daughter serves you as a local representative. And the things that matter to me are the things that matter to you: family and faith and culture. And my fear is that with the government that we sometimes get in this country, they do not understand how important faith is to our way of life. And it's not an additional extra. It's not something that you can leave at the front door and then go to work. It's an innate part of who you are. And I think without getting too political about our situation here, sometimes it's good to have a change, to bring fresh air in, and for a recognition of the importance of faith and family is what I will bring if we are to form government later this year. The education of your children should be your choice. The values that they learn should be your choice, and I'm very strong on this, and I will stand up for this in the Parliament. So I thank you very much for all you're doing for us and for choosing this city as your home. We owe you a great deal. Thank you.
Lovely speech.
Thank you.
Should
Munna, Shejuki, Shorob and Sami for a wonderful performance. Now renowned singer Sarod Soirée will perform patriotic songs.
I think I'd like to speak in Bengali because I'll be able to express better if I speak in Bengali, so I think you won't mind. আজকে আমাদের 46তম স্বাধীনতা দিবস আমরা জানি, আর মার্চ মাস ডেফিনেটলি আমাদের জন্য একটা অত্যন্ত আবেগের মাস, আনন্দের মাস, দুঃখের মাস। আজকে যখন আমাকে আমার বন্ধুরা হাই কমিশন থেকে এবং হাই কমিশনার সাহেব এবং অ্যাসোসিয়েশন লোকজন যখন ফোন করলেন, তখন আমি ভাবলাম যে it will be an opportunity for me to come and see all of you and just say a few words. আর সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। আর আজকের আমরা জানি যে the main attraction of tonight is Ustad Hossain Khan. He is a legend, a living legend of Bangladesh, and Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan. Both of them, they have dedicated their life in music, and for the last 30-40 years they have been doing this. So I think it is my privilege to have Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan playing with me. So it's a great opportunity for me, and thank you. I'll sing a Tagore song. We know Tagore is a Nobel laureate. He got his Nobel Prize back in 1915. So, and we the Bengalis, we are very much proud of Tagore. And each and every Bengali, whenever we are in good mood, we are sorry, we have a lot of emotions, we always remember Tagore. And so, you won't find a Bengali who doesn't sing a Tagore song. So I'm singing one of his songs. যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু আমি তোমায় ছাড়ব না মা, যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু আমি তোমার চরণ মা গো, আমি তোমার চরণ করব শরণ, আর কারো হারব না মা, আর কারো হারব না মা, আর কারো হারব না মা, যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু আমি তোমায় ছাড়ব না মা, যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু। রাশি দেশ বিদেশে যে মরে সে মরু ঘুরে, তোমার ছেড়া কথা আছে বাধা ভুলতে সেজে পারব না মা, ভুলতে সেজে পারব না মা, যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু আমি তোমায় ছাড়ব না মা, যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু। ধনী মানে সরলার কালো ধার ধারবো না মার কালো ধার ধারবো না মার যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু আমি তোমায় ছাড়বো না মার যে তোমায় ছাড়ে ছাড়ু। আজকে আমরা সরোদ শুনবো, সেজন্য আমাদের এটা যত ছোট হয় তত ভালো। আবার আমি তাহলে I'll sing just four lines. জানি নে তোর ধন আছে কিনা রানীর মতো, শুধু জানি আমার অঙ্গ জোড়ায় তোমার ছায়ায় এসে গন্ধে এমন করে ফুল গগনে ওঠে রে এমন হাসি হেসে আখি মেলে তোমার আলো প্রথম আমার চোখ জুড়ালো, ওই নয়নে নয়ন মেলে নয়ন শেষে সার্থক জন্ম আমার জন্মেছি
the people who were behind the scene to organize this tremendous and beautiful ceremony. First, I would like to show my gratitude to renowned singer Mr. Sarod Soirée, who holds the hall and ladder of Bangla culture for around 25 years. Sarod Soirée and Pratidip Finance provided us the opportunity in organizing this in the rendition while he invited the Maestros and organized programs in Queen City. I would like to thank renowned classical artist Dr. Rabindranath Buddha for his relentless effort to organize this event, who is the most important active person behind the scene. He is very perfectionist, the brightest star in Canberra. He led us to this event. He organized the stage and sound of this event. Please give a big applause for Mr. Dr. Buddha. I would be wrong if I don't tell you about how excited was our officers and staff of Bangladesh High Commission. Would I show our gratitude and thanks to Consular Wahida Ahmed, Nazma Akhtar, and all officers and staff of Bangladesh High Commission in Canberra. Please put your hands together for Bangladesh High Commission. I'd like to acknowledge Mr. Shahadat Mani, the editor of Free Australia, for every media works and his tremendous support to organize this event. Have a big clap for Mr. Mani. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge the efforts and hard work of our community members, well-wishers, Dr. Asif Rahim, Dr. Moinuddin, Dr. Ajay Kaur, Dr. Tahir Malik, Dr. Tushar Roy, Nazrul Islam, Shampa Borua, Dr. Kamaluddin, Tariq Jaman, Dr. Saurabh Acharji, Mirja Khoshed, and many others behind the scene. So, please give a big applause for our members who worked hard to organize this beautiful event. May I request His Excellency High Commissioner of Bangladesh to the stage, and also I would like to request Rabin Buddha to come here. Please come here, please. Can I request Dr. Buddha to come here? He's the star of this ceremony. Please come here. Please come here. I'd like to hand over the microphone to His Excellency High Commissioner to welcome our Sarod Maestros, Ustad Shahadat Khan and Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zaz Mahmood. I would like to add my voice to Ms. Mahmood in thanking the entire community who have worked so very hard to organize this event, this unique event, the first of its kind in Canberra, and our greatest gratitude goes to the two legends from Bangladesh, the Sarod Maestro, Ustad Shahadat Khan, Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan, who have traveled a long way to join our celebration of the national independence and national day. My gratitude to Dr. Buddha, to Mr. Mahmood, and host of others who has been mentioned and who have not been mentioned, who have worked from behind the scenes to make this event a true memorable one. With those words, I would like to request our maestros to come a little bit to show our gratitude. We would like to present you with a small flower bouquet. This bouquet represents the gratitude and the love of the entire community for the work that you have done all your life, and for this evening making it memorable for us. Thank you very much.
All right. There is a small gift from High Commission and Bangladesh Community Australia, expatriate community in Canberra. So would I request Buddha and His Excellency High Commissioner to present this gift to our maestros, Ustad Shahadat Khan and Yousuf Ali Khan. this certificate from High Commission and our community in Canberra. So we just hand over this to our Maestros, Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan and Yusuf Ali Khan. Excellency High Commissioner, would I request Mahin and to just introduce our Maestros, Ustad Shahadat Ali Khan and Yusuf Ali Khan. Shahadat Hossain Khan and Yusuf Ali Khan.
Actually, because Salikin Bhai is part of our whole venture here, but nevertheless, we would like to acknowledge his contribution and his performance today, taking the trouble out for coming all the way from Sydney to join us. Thank you, Salikin Bhai. Thank you very much.
Just I'd like to introduce here also Taneem Hayat Khan. He's another Maestro of Sarod in Sydney. He's our best friend for all the community in Australia, and he's doing so good for many years, and we wish him all the best.
Ustad Shahadat Hossain Khan is presently the most celebrated Sarod player in Bangladesh, possessing a wide repertoire of classical instrumental music. Born in Canberra in 1958, he belongs to a family of illustrious musicians of Bangladesh and widely famous all over the world. At the age of 7, he started taking lessons on Sarod from his father. Later, he became the disciple of his uncle Ustad Bahadur Khan, a celebrated Sarod Maestro. During his professional career, Shahadat has been honored with many distinguished awards. In 1974, in recognition of his talent, he was honored with the State Award and received the Ekoshet Padak, the highest national award of People's Republic of Bangladesh, for his contributions in the field of music in 1994. Ustad Yousuf Ali Khan was born in Kumilla, Bangladesh, birthplace of many distinguished exponents of Indian classical music. Because of his exceptional feeling for rhythm, Yusuf's teacher, Ustad Hossain, had him concentrate on the Tabla. His keen interest led him to leave home and study in Calcutta from Pandit Anil Bhattacharjee of Lucknow, Haryana. Yusuf's principal study of classic Tabla was Guru Pandit Shankar Ghosh of Purab, Haryana in Calcutta for more than 3 years, from 1980 to 1984, under a government scholarship of India. Currently, he is working in the London Borough of Brent, London, as a specialist Tabla instructor. He is also associated with the Grand Union Orchestra, a renowned orchestra group of the UK.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here from my other colleagues. So, first I have to say something by Bangla, because for this Bengali language we follow. So, আজকের প্রথমে আমি অবশ্যই আমাদের মহামান্য মাননীয় রাষ্ট্রদূত হাই কমিশনার সাহেব এবং এখানে সিটিতে যারা আছেন তাদের সকলকে আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাবো আমাকে এখানে আমাকে জানানোর জন্য ক্যানবেরাতে আমন্ত্রণ জানানোর জন্য এবং এই আপনাদের সবার সামনে বাজানোর সুযোগ করে দেওয়ার জন্য আমাদেরকে। তো আজকে প্রথমে আমরা উপস্থাপন করছি আমাদের যে রাগটি আমরা উপস্থাপন করবো আজকে 30 লক্ষ শহীদদের স্মরণে এবং আমাদের জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর স্মরণে আমরা আমাদের এই অনুষ্ঠানটা আজকে উৎসর্গ করছি। ধন্যবাদ। I think you have already known he's my younger brother. He lives in Sydney.
Thank you.